Hi, I'm Samantha, and I used to live in a haunted house. The typical response I get when I say that is, wow, okay, or a strange look of disbelief. My family was forced to move across the states because my dad had found a new job. We had looked at a lot of places to live, but this house had so many nice features and lots of land, and the price was so low. Everyone in my family was excited about living in this house. The first day we moved in was so crazy. We had so many boxes to unpack and so many things to organize. I guess I had just assumed that it was the stress of moving is why no one was able to sleep in that house. Boy, was I wrong. When I had woke up the first night, I was covered in a cold sweat and could faintly remember a horrible nightmare I must have had. To my surprise, my mom, my dad, and my brother also had nightmares. For weeks, nobody got sleep in that house. Which doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but at a certain point, you just feel like you're going crazy. And we definitely felt insane when we started seeing frightening figures, but nobody talked about it with each other. I guess we all just didn't want to be looked at as crazy. At first, they looked like shadows or lights. If they had stayed looking that way, we probably wouldn't have moved. Every night, these creatures would taunt us. For months and months, we all had bags under our eyes. Until one night, where everyone finally agreed that we had to leave that house immediately. On that night, we were just watching a movie together, when suddenly we heard a knock at the door. I yelled, "Who is it?" but got no response. So I quickly opened the door just to find nothing but a black pebble in the doorway. As soon as I saw that, I felt a big breeze of cold air. I heard my whole family scream in the background, which totally freaked me out, of course. I slammed the door and ran back to them. Their faces looked so scared. My mom was shaking when she said, "You let that thing into our house?" I replied, "Let what in?" She said with confidence, "The alien-looking ghost with the yellow eyes." My brother said, "I've seen it almost every night in my dreams." Even my dad shook his head in agreement. I was shook. Out of nowhere, we heard the walls start shaking. And just like that, my mom and my dad grabbed us, ran us to the car, and we drove off, never looking back. We didn't even grab our things, but it was worth losing our clothes and toys. Let me know how you would have handled living in a haunted house in the comments below. And if you liked my story, go ahead and share it with your friends.